Okay, this sentence we're going to be dealing with a different type of shift, and it's a shift in perception. Now, this is a little bit more subtle, so we're going to read here, and of course, we are going to notice the shift in the way that someone perceives someone or something else. So let's read here. Since Martha was so orthodox in her approach to classifying ancient texts, she's surprised. So here's the shift in how people are perceiving her. Surprised her colleagues when she developed a blank taxonomy by which to categorize newly discovered papyrus scrolls. So you can see that usually she's so orthodox, but now she surprised people when she developed something that is, and again, the shift shows us that the word in the blank has to be the opposite of orthodox. And that word is unconventional. So you can see how that works. Again, we identified the clue, picked up on the shift, notice the relationship, of course, between the clue and the blank, which is one that they are opposites. We found the opposite, and there's our answer. So that was quick and easy. So let's try another one that's a little harder. Okay, here it is. Virginia Woolf's foray into a stream of consciousness style was construed by many of her naysayers as reckless experimentalism. Only with the publication of Miss Dalloway did they concede that the author's aim had been far more blank all along. So again, as I said, these are definitely more subtle, and we have to pick up on the shift in a way one person or one group is perceiving another person. So we have these naysayers. How are they perceiving Miss Woolf or Mrs. Woolf? Well, they're saying that, she tried to do this stream of consciousness style and turned out to be reckless experimentalism. So what happens? Well, they shift only with the publication. So now that this came out, things changed. They conceded, they granted. They said, okay, we accept it. Your aim has been far more the opposite of what came before. So she was not reckless, but she had actually been far more opposite of reckless. So when you're reckless, you do not think. You just rush into something. The opposite is thinking beforehand, planning. And what word is that? Is it literary? Nope. That's a trap too, just because it's Virginia Woolf. Is it calculated? To be calculated is to know beforehand what you're doing. And that means thinking. That's the opposite of reckless. So there's a perfect answer. And just to eliminate these other ones, endearing, of course, doesn't work here. We're going for planned. Fortuitous means happening coincidentally in a pleasant way, not quite the answer. And precipitate is a synonym for reckless here, which, of course, we want the opposite of reckless. And again, B is our answer. So key here, takeaway is notice the shift in perceptions, find that clue, find the opposite of that word, and in this case, it's B.